How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video for Belo Betty set 9 One Piece TCG. Made a couple of ratio changes for the list and wanted to go over it. I think Belo Betty's getting a lot of popularity, a lot of support coming out in set 9 and 10 down the line. So definitely a fun deck. Not sure if it's going to be like super competitive top meta. I think it'll have a few placings here and there, which is fun. It is a very fun deck if you haven't checked it out. But let's get into the leader. Red and yellow for life, 5k power. Revolutionary Army type. Active main once per turn, you may discard one Revolutionary Army type card from your hand. Give up to 3 of your characters with either the Revolutionary Army type or trigger plus 3000 power for this turn. So very important to note, you have to trash a Revolutionary Army type, but you can buff any card with trigger or that type. So pretty good, very aggro, right? Maybe not as aggro or consistent as like Doflamingo. However, in this set, in set 9, we do get a lot more options for Revolutionary Army type. So we do get to be a bit more consistent with at least what we find from our searches and some more trigger bodies, which is always nice. So we got 3 Inazuma, the 3/4 1k counter. This character gains rush if you have a 7000 power or more character on the board. So if you play out Inazuma, buff it up, and there's something else, right? It can't proc off of itself. However, if there are 2 of these on the board, they can activate each other. So just to keep in mind, we have 4 Ivankov. That is the 4/5 1k counter. Activate main if this character has 7000 power or more. Play 1 Revolutionary Army type character other than Ivankov with a power of 5000 or less. Perfect combos to use the Ivankov to cheat out the Karsu, which is the 4/5 1k counter. On play, if your leader has the Revolutionary Army type, give up to 1 of your opponent's character or leaders minus 1000 power for the turn. Really, really good card. And then same effect when attacking if this character has 7000 power or more. So really, the best way that we can rush our opponent down is by making your opponent's leader minus 1000 power for the turn, and then just swinging into them multiple times with our buffed up bodies. We have the Koala 2k counter on play. If your leader has the Revolutionary Army type, you can give up to 1 of your opponent's characters minus 3000 power for the turn. Next, we got Belo Betty Searcher, just on play, look at top 5 for Revolutionary Army. We've got 3 copies of Morley. This card has no counter. However, it is our only way to be unblockable in the current list right now. So I wanted to have 3 copies. It's 3/5, no counter. When attacking, if this character has 7000 power or more, your opponent cannot activate a blocker during this battle. So if we are just going hard at their life, first few turns, they put up a few blockers, Morley out of life or just playing out is a huge threat as it is unblockable. Next, we got Lindbergh, 4/5, 1k counter. When attacking, this character has 7000 power or more. KO 1 of your opponent's characters with 3000 power or less. This can be a way to get rid of some chump blockers, basically. Next, we have one of my favorite cards, honestly, in the deck. However, I wouldn't run it at 4 copies. We just got 3 right here. The 5/6 Ivankov. On play, look at top 3 cards of your deck. Play 1 Revolutionary Army type character with 5000 power or less. And then return the rest to the bottom of the deck in any order. This can play out the 4-cost Ivankov because it doesn't specify other than Ivankov, just 5000 power less. So one of my favorite combos is boom, this Ivankov into this one to cheat out another body. You just got 3 bodies for 5 Don. It's kind of crazy. Next, we got Raise Max, 3 copies, even though I love it at 4, just because I wanted to make room for the Morley and while also keeping 3 Dragon, 3 Koala. This is just another option for our turn 1 play to have characters on the board. The best case scenario is we go second, play out 2 1-cost bodies. Hopefully it's a Belo Betty Searcher, right? But if we don't, then we play out a Raise Max. And then on 4 Dawn, we play out the Ivankov to cheat out the Karsu, and then minus your opponent's leader to 4000, if they're a 5000 leader, of course. And then swing 5000 3 times at their life, demanding 3 2k counters on turn 3. Pretty crazy. And I mean, he does have the effect to bottom deck him and then give 1 of your opponent's characters minus 3000 power. This could combo with like the Lindbergh, for example, but mainly just a target for our turn 1 player. Next, we got Dragon, the 8-9 Rush. On play, give it to one of your leader or characters up to 2 Rested Dawn. This is a great way to swing over big blockers. For example, like the 6-7 Cavendish, something like that. Just the fact that he is a 9k rush and he has Revolutionary Army type, so we can make that a 12k rush. Kind of crazy. We can swing over the Blackbeard blocker. Pretty wild. Next, we got one of the new cards, Karasu. 3/4 1k counter blocker, and has the new trend for the trigger that if your leader has the Revolutionary Army type and the life total of you and your opponents is 5 or less, play this card. Very particular. This is like a late game trigger, if anything, because unless you're playing against like Vegapunk, right, you won't get this off your first life. Even if we do a perfect curve, Karasu, hit them a few times, they're at like 3 life, we would have to be at 2 life still to hit that 5 life total requirement. But if we do need to be a lower life cost, we got Koala, which is a great new card. 6 cost, 6k power, no counter though. She's a blocker, and then on play, add the top or bottom card from your life to your hand. Play 1 cost 4 or less Revolutionary Army type character from your hand, then draw 1. So if we're being starved out, because a lot of times your opponent might not want to swing at you because of how many trigger bodies we can have in the deck, this is a good way to get cards to your hand to keep using leader ability while also replacing herself and that 4 cost that you play off of her, because you draw 1 and take a life. Had to be wary about, you know, taking a life, of course, because I think we run what, like 8 2k counters in the deck. A lot of 1k, but still just only 8 2ks. But still a great way to flood the board. Like, for example, we play out the Koala into the Ivankov. Of course, that's 3 bodies right there. Pretty good. Next, we got a new 2k counter, Kuma. 4/5 2k counter. And then same trigger as Karasu. And then we've got the new Belo Betty. 3/4 1k counter. On play, if you have 2 or less life, draw a card. These kind of triggers or effects are really why the Koala is not too bad to use kind of early or even like mid game, right? Because if we take down to 2 life, then you get to replace this Belo Betty, keeping up presence on board, keeping up a decent hand size to keep using leader ability. The best part about this list, even though we're not running like Cracker, which I love that card, I still would put space in the deck for it, but we got all Revolutionary Army type, so we'll always be able to use leader ability. So no matter what we replace our hand with this on play draw effect, we'll have something to use leader ability. But that's the deck list. Of course, let me know what you think down in the comments. Like I said, there are other cards that I would like to try with this, but it is fun to just do a 100% Revolutionary Army type. Oh, also, I should mention, I don't know if I said, but no webcam because I'm a little sick today. But also, if you guys are buying anything on TCG Player, remember I have my affiliate link in the description if you want to help support the channel. That link does give me a bit of a kickback, but that's the list. Let's get into some games, play some Belo Betty. Very fun deck. Very cheap deck, honestly, too. Like, that's a common. This is a new SR, but I think it's pretty cheap already. Common. Like, a lot of these are just rares or commons. It's kind of crazy. Dragon went up a little bit in price, but I think he's... I think around like $5 now. So this might be our most expensive card, unfortunately, because of how popular it is in like Shanks and stuff. But there's a couple of versions now with this SP, the Alt-Art, and then the regular one, of course. So hopefully it's not too pricey. But yeah, overall, not a bad deck to build. We got Buggy. This is actually unfortunate because he can be playing the promo Buggy that makes it so we just can't attack with most of our cards, even though we don't have that over here yet, which is unfortunate. I don't know when we're going to get that promo over here, but as soon as we do, you know, this deck kind of is a little bit... We'll stake. We don't have the requirements though, so unfortunate. At least we get to swing this next turn. Thank you. We'll trash our non-counter card, buff, and then play out the Karasu. So yeah, that's why it is so good to have more 1-cost characters, as it just makes it so your next turn you have more 5k swings into a 4k leader, which yeah, he had to give us a 2k counter and a block. Now if he cheats out that, you know, kind of sucks, but you know, is what it is. Okay, he doesn't have it. 2k counter too from life. Interesting. So let's see. We can just spam a couple of bodies out. So we'll go here, buff, 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 even though, you know, this guy can't swing, but, you know, just have more bodies. We'll play out the Karasu, boom. So swing minus, so he's a 3k leader. Hopefully we get him down to 2 life. I think if Buggy is more popular with those promos, even at like your local scene, like you need some kind of removal for it, right? Which we just don't have. That's why Dragon is also so good, because if they miss a few turns of not playing out the promo, then you get to pressure their life down like this, and then playing out Dragon later, you know, makes it so it's you can still swing and hopefully go for game. So we got Croc into the other Croc, the STO3 Croc, a blocker. Okay, okay. So we can defend, and I kind of want to, just to pressure his life, you know. Well, I don't really want to trash this, but I kind of have to be as Don efficient as possible. I guess it doesn't matter what we buff for the third one, so we'll go 8 and 4. Even though we don't have a hand, you know, we are just pressuring that life hardcore. If he counters it, okay, he doesn't, obviously. I think we can afford to go. We have 8 Don, so that's 9. No, I'll still go 8, because that's what, 3 2k counters if he wants to get out of the swing. I don't think so. I don't know. 6 cards in hand, probably not. Let's just pressure the life. Can't do anything with that. Yeah, GG. Yeah, I just 2k. A lot of 2ks, but I don't know. Well, how much counter is that? 1 2 3 5 7 9. That's a lot of counter. However, I still have 8 Don left, 2 more swings. You're a 3k leader. Even if you survive this turn, he doesn't have blockers, and he can't probably, you could clear 3 bodies because I have no hand, right? But you don't have any blockers, so then I just go for game, I guess. So GG. I was very scared of the promo Buggy, but he just didn't seem to have it. All right, let's see. We're going second. Let's mulligan. Okay. Okay. You got a Frankie. Yeah, this is interesting. So we'll just play out the raise max. Pass. Interesting hand for sure. Zoro to ramp him. We need a Karasu so bad for life, so we'll take. That doesn't really help us now. We got a Karasu, yay. Okay, so we can still hit him a couple times, right? Let's trash one of you. Buff. Swing 5 at 4. So not as optimal as we could be, you know, but we can't always have the best curve possible, right? We get a 2k counter, and he'll probably take, yep, 3 life. Okay. So yeah, swings to raise max. I'll counter one of these because I don't want to go down to 2 life, because we don't have the best board state to win like next turn. This is, we'll trash. I'll keep the rush in. This is really good. You just have another body. Hey, that's, hey, Welcome back, Karasu. Boom. Trash. I don't want to trash a 2K counter because we're actually kind of running low. So we'll go. Oh, he could have a KO out of life. He could have a KO out of life. Yeah. I'm being very greedy, just going for his life here, but we're kind of also forcing him to remove our board too. 2 life, you know, we got 2 2Ks. If he goes for game, yeah. Yeah. I'll have to go 8 cards though. So it's not going to be an easy push for game next turn. But we get a free body. Nice. Hoping to find like a dragon or something off of that. Big rush 12k into him. If he can't remove the Karasu, that's even better. He could rush Sanji, but we have enough counter to get through that. Just keep playing our bodies. Hopefully just swing for game. Actually, if he goes not, yeah, if he goes 9, we can still counter out. If he plays out the 7 cost rush Sanji, which if you're gonna go for game, just do 9 there. We can still counter out. So yeah, we got okay. Yeah, GG. Let's see how much counter. I got a little bit. We got purple Luffy. You know, if he takes a couple of life from leader ability, could be okay for us. You know, he does have a lot of no turn 1 play. We'll mulligan. Beautiful. Hopefully, wait, we're going first. Interesting. Interesting. I assume most purple Luffy's just want to go first, but we'll be a little bit more patient with our start. So we'll just play out a couple bodies. Get a counter. We got a 2K counter for that swing. He goes down to 4 life. We'll take. We'll trigger this out. Sure. Just have more swings. Love that. We might be able to have a full board next turn. Kid. I actually don't really want to. Oh wait, hold on. This into this makes that a 3K. That kills that. Actually, yeah, fair enough. Let's do it. That's going to be a lot of our hand though. It's going to be a lot of our hand. But we'll do it. Boom, boom. Let's buff this up so we have a little bit more even swings. So, boom, this, then this to kill that. And he takes. So, yep, because we got a few just 5 swings now. So, just swinging some 5s. And then a 6, but we got rid of his kid. His hand's down to 6 cards, 2 life. We have a full board. We're at 3 life, 1 2K. Okay, GG. No Luffy Taro, is that why? I mean, what's your play here? I guess just the Sanji blocker. Yeah. Even if you do that, you're kind of. We were a little too fast. We were a little too fast because you can't remove more than 1 body by swinging at it. And then we have 5, which would be an 8. You know, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. These matches either go really fast or, you know, they're able to maintain and control the board, and we just slowly burn out. Ooh, we got Robin. Okay. I don't really want to go first, but I might take first from them. Second could also be good. All right, let's see. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay. Well, can't take that. I guess we can take a 2K counter. And then pass. They only swing 5? If they don't okay. Oh, there is she. Okay. And they take, you're the one who should disappear. So fair enough. I feel like I should just take, and they trash that to ramp. I feel like I should counter out here, but I only have a 2K counter. Yeah, we'll counter out here. Because we can hopefully koala in a couple turns. Karasu, nice. Boom, bam. Trash, Morley, buff, buff. Swing 5. Wait, what else did they take from the Darashi? I didn't see. Oh, and a 2K counter. Okay. So you got Nico Olivia, which they just countered out with, and another Nico Olivia. So here's the thing. Did they swing? Okay, they just do a Darashi. Okay. I was expecting like a 6 drop Robin maybe, but maybe they didn't have it. Hopefully they're bottom decking all their heals with this. They take a beige and a Frankie. So 2 more 2Ks. Interesting, interesting. Now, do they swing at my Belo Betty character? Yes. Okay. So no 6 cost Robin coming out. They trash the 0 cost. Let's go here. Take top life. What do I want to play out? I wish I could play out this. I guess we'll play out the blocker. Oh, we get that. Okay. We'll go here. Trash. Probably don't need 2 dragons. 8 at 4. Unfortunate. I mean, honestly, I don't know if it's more value to... Oh, because we still get a 2K out of hand, right? But it sucks having to swing your larger swing first, right? But now we have 2 blockers to protect our Karasu. He's 3, or we're at 3 life. So if they have Gadatsu, you know, they can't kill it. If they have, okay, Linlin. All right, all right. Heal. Put our car. Oh no, okay. We'll just 1K then. All right, so we'll just be aggressive. Boom, boom. Trash you. Buff, buff, buff. Swing 8. Make 4. Go 7. Go 7 at 4. Hopefully no beige. Okay. They counter out. All right. Okay. Oh, they got, what was that? The Olivia trigger? Yep. So they trashed the 6 cost mom and 2 6 cost moms. I've been meaning to try this out in the Robin deck. Seems like a decent, you know, mid-game play. But it's another non-counter card, which sucks. All right, we got... The unfortunate thing is that they swing a 9 into 9. I don't have any counter. But we're at 5 gosh darn life. It's kind of crazy. This has never happened in the world of ever for a Belo Betty player to be at 5 life. Yep, no counter. So that's unfortunate. We will Ivankov, get this. That's great. Boom. I think we'll play on Morley. Just have more swings. Swing 7 into 4. Hopefully get... Okay, cool. Down to 1 life again. The problem is now I forgot they could Yamato, which would kill anything, but they don't have it. So they're searching. Now if they Raigo, I think we still can... It's a 2K and a 1K. Nami. Okay. Unfortunate. They trash that Shirahoshi. They don't get the draw. We'll lose 1 life to banish. It's not the worst. They pass. So we'll just try and rush them down. So let's go 7 first. See if we can fish out a trigger. Like a blocker, right? 9. So if they get a blocker, we just go unblockable. If they beige, okay, they beige our leader, but we just swing 15 and GG. Good game. All right, but those are the games. I know not all of them were super meta leaders, but I'm not trying to make the argument that Belo Betty is like top meta leader. I think she has a chance in the meta. Very aggressive. You know, people aren't always expecting Belo Betty to show up, right? So it's a lot to adjust to with how fast this deck can go. But for the most part, when people are looking for aggro decks, they're thinking like Blue Doflamingo with how much tech options it has for control and aggression, right? But overall, I love Belo Betty. Very fun deck. Very, very cool to have so many new Revolutionary Army card options to pick from. Of course, like I said in the beginning of the video, I probably will try a build with Cracker in it, maybe a couple of copies, right? Frankie is always a nice 2K counter to add because if it's your second to last life, it's a free body while also drawing a card. So there are definitely other options, but again, it's just cool to have a full like archetype list for this, which works well with the leader ability, of course. But either way, let me know what you think of the list down in the comments of the leader. If you've been playing Belo Betty, if you're excited player in set 9, let me know. Of course, with more support coming down the line in set 10 and everything, I'm excited to see what she does in terms of tournaments and what people build with her. But either way, hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.